to Live at Urban Wild. Today is a very special edition, besides the fact that it is Tuesday, February 14th. According to some people, it's what they call Valentine's Day. It's also the first day that we're going to be doing this in landscape mode in order to get better fit on the screen when we're looking at regular screens and not on the phones. Plus, anybody can turn their phone sideways. We, of course, have our new favorite here that likes to come to my feet. We need to identify this one. We have the kittens here that are coming off. There's Madam Chi, there's Dingo, there's Fuzzy, a new friend. There's another kitten. There's Wuzzy. There's the one with the front left paw that's bent. There's the baby mama. Some hot water that we bring out. Look at the another one of our constituents. Of course, there are the cats of the wall, as we call them. A little Siamese kitten that's eating in this little hole of the wall. There's a gray cat that just went around. There's Stumpy, who wants some attention. There's another nice white cat. Tuxedo cat, hello. There's the ones with one eye. The kittens. Tuxedo cats on the other side of the wall, this side of the wall. The fluffy cat that likes to get pet when no one else is around, and of course FOMO up there. There are multiple piles of food, as we can see, that have yet been consumed. There are all the other cats and all the other piles and what we call the common plate, or the smorgasbord, the buffet. There's the cats that eat on this wall here, because as we mention every day, none of the cats are native to this park. They all come. There's a new black kitten here. They all come when I'm doing the feeding, and for the hour that I'm here, they're here, and they don't all stay for the whole hour, but they come and then they disperse. They come from all directions. I'd say 4 directions, but they come from 360 degrees. Up, down, left, right, all around. There's piles here, and over here that's not finished, but it's been eaten from. Didn't mean to scare that cat away, but there's another unfinished pile there. If anybody's interested in hearing, we have a property that we're looking at in Bolivia for PCRM, for one of our intentional communities or intentional villages, to protect nature, to be stewards of nature, to be stewards of the land, and with it, through properly maintaining the land, to create a positive output, a surplus, not just to maintain with zero negative impact the wild, but also to use the surplus as a positive output from the community in order to help it sustain itself and to grow. Not for the sake of developing, but for the sake of protecting the wild from the urban by creating sustainable permaculture eco-communities. By doing that and by redistributing populations from people who are forced into cities where they don't want to be, because the only way to get a minimum wage, turning cities into prisons, we're trying to allow people who are burdens to city populations for one reason or another to have less costly and less wasteful solutions by offering people who want to be in the periphery, who want to be out of the cities, be part of these sustainable communities to help end hunger and to help feed, starting off with feeding children, and beyond feeding children to feeding everyone and everything in a harmonious win-win-win situation based on the concept that it says in the Babylonian Talmud. It teaches us in the tractate of Baba Batra, or Baba Basra, the third tractate of the torque disputes over property. It says that if there's a solution where you can allow someone else to benefit, where it doesn't cost you anything, and of course even more so when you can benefit even if someone else benefits also. And if you do not allow someone to benefit when you do not lose, meaning if you have a tree, for example, that produces fruit, for example like that tree over there in the distance, that orange tree, and nobody wants the fruit, for example like that tree in the distance, or if you have this space of land here that nobody wants and nobody takes care of, in fact it's neglected and treated like a piece of garbage and it's a dump. So by allowing people to benefit, as long as of course it doesn't come at the expense or at the detriment of the hosts. So if it's talking about the tree, Boker Tov, or if it's talking about the park, it means not taking away any use from someone else by protecting and preserving the use of the hosts. There's no reason not to allow. In fact, it's criminal. It's considered sodomism to not grant the person the benefit of using something if it doesn't cost you. This is Stumpy. He comes for his daily visits. He also doesn't like when I move. He attacks my ankles when I move too fast. So the point is, there is land in Bolivia. It is not ours. It is for sale. Our purpose for PCRM, People's Committee for Responsible Management, our purpose for trying to acquire the land is to protect it. I want it to be abundantly clear. We're not trying to own land for the sake of taking over, but owning land for the sake of being the base of our ecosystem and our economy. The land value that we don't plan to develop, we plan on keeping as nature, as a natural resource, for a purpose of providing through the surplus whatever it provides. But the base value of the land protects the investment, protects the core value of the currency, the Bitcoin, the Barnes coin, that we are introducing as an alternative universal social currency that is democratic, socialized, and safe, and non-political. I think this is the cat that was severely injured. I'm trying to get a closer look to see how it's healing. Seems to be okay enough. It's hard to tell. I don't want to scare it. Yes, it looks like the cat that's injured, but it seems to be doing better, I'm happy to say. I haven't been able to catch it to take it to the vet, but it seems like it's healing. We'll try again to see if we can get it help. But happy to see that it's here, it's eating, it's healing, and it seems to be recovering. I know that's redundant, but meaning it is not bleeding from its injuries. It seems to be functioning with a healthy appetite. It wouldn't be healing, it wouldn't be able to come to eat like this. And these are of course other cats, more constituents of urban wild. So again, back to the concept of the property, and any property. The only asset that has true value in this world, there are no currencies anymore that have real value. They're only as good as they are if you can get what you need to survive with them. So the idea, the concept that secures the currency that we're introducing is an international real estate trust, a land trust. Will own properties all over the world, including in Bolivia, in Canada, and Africa, and Asia, and all over the world for the sake of not of development, but for the sake of creating an international land trust. Their head office is hopefully going to be soon opened in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. as part of the Abraham Accords, owning, managing the International Real Estate Trust from there. That is the asset that will protect the currency. So whenever we say that there's a value to the currency, to the Barnes coin, it is based on the fact that we have real estate. We have real land and output generated and secured by the investment. So when somebody invests in the Barnes coin, in Club Chill, in the chill zone, in any one of the elements of this new economy, it is protected by an asset, which is the land. Which means, besides the fact that there will always be value, there will always be a certain amount of acreage or hectares or square meters or whatever it is that you're looking for vis-a-vis the investment, there's also a place where you can go. In other words, a person who owns a share, a person who owns Barnes coin means that they're a member of Club Chill, which means they can attend any chill zone. These are the three elements. There's a currency, there's a membership, meaning the value that a person can take out from it, and there's the actual asset. The actual asset are the chill zones. The membership, in other words, the ownership in the currency, gains entry and membership into Club Chill. And the currency that we're negotiating is called Barnes coin, spelled BARNESSQION. Why and what is the meaning behind all these codes and acronyms, we can tell you. But the point is that it's a full system and it's international. So no matter where a person is, they have a place where they can go. The value is secured because it is global as far as the diversity of assets. And there's always a place where a person can benefit from as far as going to, or glean from, in the sense of the credits they get through the dividends of the positive surplus that has grown out of the products and services that each location offers. We plan on having soon a location in Canada, in Bolivia, in Israel, and in Dubai. By being as international as that is, it causes the currency to be universal. It allows for people from all walks of life, faiths, political backgrounds, and abilities to participate in an urban, in a northern, in a southern, in a desert, in a forest, whatever environment suits you. We will have a location that suits you. Of course, the purpose is to have an ever-growing, expanding, universal community of land ownership for the purpose of stewardship. The purpose is not to sell individual units and parcels to people. It is not to break it down and to develop the land, ever. It is to allow for communal living in harmony with nature, where people get everything they need, most of what they want, and well within what they can afford. Always guaranteed. And the value added is what's arbitrated and mitigated and negotiated through business, commerce, trade, and all the other things that people do. So this is a summary of the Barnes coin. This is a summary of the chill zone. This is a summary of Club Chill. You can go to hashtag BARNESSQION or hashtag Club CLUBQILL. Or you can go to hashtag QILLZONE. And all those should take you to explanations by video, by text, or otherwise. We will be sharing again what we're talking about. Boker Tov. And hopefully we will see you in the gap. See you on the other side. And that happy note, we're wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. It is well that you have come. Infinite love and gratitude. I need to redistribute the food and give attention to the cats.